Here we have a brief tutorial on tachograph manual entry on a VDO Siemens tachograph unit. As soon as we switch the ignition on, the display illuminates and tells us that we need a card. Currently you can see that driver 1 is set to rest, driver 2 is set to POA, and we've got a time of 14:16. So we'll put our card in, and there are several ways you can remember this. Some people go chip up, chip away, or I always find it easy, put your thumb on your face, present the card, push gently, and it will take the card in, tell us that we're in UTC, Universal Time Code. It'll read the card, tell me who I am, just in case I've forgotten, and tell me the last time I took this card out was then, which was earlier today. Do I want to do a manual entry? Yes, I do. If you don't, you can use either the up or the down arrow to circle through. But as the purpose of this video is to show you a manual entry, we'll say yes. Okay, so it says, at that time, was that the end of your shift? And I'm going to say, no, it wasn't. I'm going to say I did some extra work after my shift. So, no, that wasn't the end of my shift. So it says, okay then, well, you took your card out at 07:46 on the 3rd of the 8th. On the 3rd of the 8th until what time were you doing something else? So we can use the arrows here to control the time, and I'm going to add a vague period of other duties. So basically I hold the finger on there. If you go too far, you just go down a little bit. So I'm going to say that I did an extra 10 minutes, so from 7:46 until 7:56 I was doing something else. So we say, okay, it was that time. Now you'll see over here the activity button is flashing, and it says, well, at the moment, mate, you said the last thing you were doing was rest. So what were you doing then? So I'm going to use the selection button here, and notice whilst we're in manual entry, it's these buttons here we're using, not these over here. So I'm going to say from 7:46 until 7:56 I was doing other duties. Okay, and then it's saying, well, is that the end of your shift? And I'm going to say yes, it was. So I'll select either up or down, it doesn't matter, it's a kind of scrolly round thing. Yes, that was the end of my shift. Did you finish in the UK? Funny enough, yes, I did. If you didn't, up and down arrows. Now it says, right, so when did you start the next shift? Or the 3rd or the 8th? And again, we can move the time through the system. So I can say all the way up. Won't let me go past where we already are. It won't let me put entries in front of where we are now. But I'm going to say, right, it's 14:16 now, but I started my shift at 14, and if you hold your finger on the button it goes faster. I'm going to say I started my shift at 1400. So I started my shift 3rd of the 8th at 1400. Okay, did I start in the UK? Well, funny enough I did, yeah. Then it says, right, well, between 1400 and where we are now, what were you doing? So I'm going to say, right, up until that time there, what was I doing? I'm going to leave that on other duties to declare my walk around checks. If you wanted to change it, you can use the up or the down arrows, and you'll see hopefully here that we get the options. And just go around, up or down, it goes all the way around. So I'm going to say I was doing some other duties until that time. Up until there, because I've taken another minute. Okay. Then I'm going to say, right, up till now, and I just hold my up key here all the way up until I get to the current time, till it won't go anymore. Okay, so hold your finger, it won't go anymore. What were you doing then? Okay, what I was doing then was period of availability. Okay, do you want to confirm this entry? Yes. If you don't want to confirm the entry, guess what? You go back and you say no, and it lets you do it all again. So we'll confirm this entry and go yes. Notice here now we've got to our normal display. Driver 1 is currently on rest. Driver 2, who doesn't have a card in, is currently showing POA. And that's how you do a manual entry.